Hello everyone, good morning, afternoon and evening. Welcome back to my channel and this is Apple Prince Ellie and let's get on to it. So, in this video I'm talking about for a 25th birthday in World of Warships as well as the update 12.12 on the full review since we officially released in Asia server back on Thursday morning. So, let's get on to it. So, I'm in on the ship right now on Tier 10 Vermont as for my flagship. You know, this is my main ship, but this is a Matsubo battleship armed with a 457mm guns, which is 80 inch. However, the reload time is very slow, but consequently, I will dealing get more damage to it. But I'm not gonna show about from a gameplay in Vermont. This is talk about it. So in 25th birthday, it's been 3 years since I'm doing actively right now in World of Warships. Back in 2020, before the pandemic era, which is the high-speed internet converge was established. After a few years, which doing this game started back in January 2016, but it's been 7 years. But it's on hiatus on the way back in 2018. But I'm doing ahead to enjoying some other games like Overwatch. But I like Overwatch, but I very unusual, you know. So I love this game so much, but I considerably this shifts from tier 1 to tier 10 from its historical and its paper shift so far. But I'm try my best to achieve this situation in my game, but we're doing so much more to obtain. Alright. So as of now, some tier 10 ships will be counting on this so far after my 25th birthday 3 days ago, which is now I only have something the four ships on the premium ones, and most of them are researchable tech 3 ships. It's been 17 in total. I'm gonna get needed more some tier 10 ships to be get on in the future in this year. But I promise, but I have to do any better for my birthday, as well as in this update we're going to the first part of the 25th birthday marathon game, which is comprises on in this update until on its update 12.4. But I will see up ahead in the next update on April, which is going to be a Dockyard Battleship, the Tier 9 Dyson. So we'll be seeing up ahead next week in the public test 12.3. So I'm going to show my recording video right now for a Dockyard simulation for Dyson, as well as the part 2 of the Louisiana in this gameplay. I'm gonna link down the description below. So it's been 3 days, so put down my happy birthday on the comment below. So that's it. I'm very done right now. So about in update 12.2 right now, which is released on World of Warships news back on Monday. So accordingly, it was on March 20th, 2023, which is on Monday in Asia server. The server maintenance is gonna be unavailable for that time on Thursday, is my birthday. It's gonna be a 3-hour maintenance in Thursday morning. So let's get on to it. Here are some update 12.2 brings the following in the trouble in the hot tub. The US hybrid battleships. Early access to British submarine is ongoing. The battle pass. Early access to Pan American cruisers. Changes to the battle economy. Ranked battles, armory, brawls, game balance changes, content additions and changes, and other changes and improvements. So let's get started in full read. Alright, the trouble in the hot tub. This is gonna be an April Fool's Day event, which is featuring some dots on the bathtubs, which is gonna be a funnier modern experience. Okay, it's time to make a splash. Battles are going to be fought in a special hot tub to mark on April Fool's Day. Choose your rubber ducky and compete for the title of Best Hot Tub Fighter on the updated map with animated elements and transparent water. which all rubber duckies have a new type of automated splashing mines. Laying these mines is similar to dropping depth charges. However, the mines do not so much underwater. The mines explode a little while after being laid or upon contact with duckies, and they can cause flooding. In addition to mines, rubber duckies utilize familiar weapons. They have been specifically stylized for the event, depending on the ship's type. The armament can include high explosives on armor-piercing bubbles, as well as fizzy torpedoes. High explosive bubbles don't cause fires, but they do have chances of causing flooding. Since the duckies are rubber, they don't take any ramming damage, but if they collide with each other or with other objects on the map, they simply bounce off and gaining a speed boost. It's gonna be a 7 vs 7 format in a domination map, mode rules. Ship will be laid by special duck commanders with animated portraits. We got more details about the trouble in the hot tub will be available in the dedicated article. Okay, finally, in this update, which is a full release of US hybrid battleships to be available to all players in all live servers in the tech tree. This is gonna be exciting, and there is gonna be a new grind for tier 10, apart the most of it. US hybrid battleships are armed with artillery that has a good fighting range, but not the highest damage per minute, although it was a similar from North Carolina to Montana. A squadron of bombers that carry HE bomb acts as their aircraft armament. The large number of aircraft each flight will allow you to deal significant damage to enemy ships and set them on fire. Squadron can also be used for reconnaissance. This is the first time the US hybrid battleships in the tech tree, although one of these mentions, the Tier 9 American Hybrid BB, is Kearsarge. Although the Kearsarge did for usually attack aircraft, while most of these US hybrid battleships in the tech tree will carry bombers. Some of these carpet bombing style like Frankie D. Roosevelt. However, the armor is the most vulnerable parts of the new ships are the large, lightly armored superstructure that house the aircraft hangars, which could be possibly the citadel hits as soon as I cautious. Okay, I'm going to start right now to grind from Nebraska that I just recently ahead on purchase back on Sunday midnight, and my objective is to reach the top tier of American hybrid BB is Louisiana. Do we take on the ranks for the Vermont, my flagship, and and Montana is a secondary flagship so far. However, these parallels looks like similar from North Carolina, Iowa, and Montana halls. Okay, so early access to British submarines is ongoing. In this update, the early access to British submarines continues in this update. So we have a way back up ahead in the armory. We're doing some progress right now, but at least I'm finally done for some combat missions for British submarines, which is the final one that I got a bonus package for Undyne. The rest of this is to obtain more British submarine tokens, which is currently this recently, which is a permanent camouflage for iron resilience for tier 8 sturdy, and I hope they're gonna gain more up ahead. This time is the bonus package for sturdy itself. However, the full release of British submarines ahead will be on the next update in April, and on June or July 2023 I will begin up ahead to grind entirely for submarines this time, which is going to be a 13 commander skill points as the requirements. Okay, Battle Pass. We're going some changes up ahead for Battle Pass for a new rewards are gonna get coming. However, which is gonna be exciting for the first part of the 25th birthday marathon game, that I will gonna get a tier 8 Pan American Cruiser Ignacio Allende in early access, which is a premium battle pass final stage rewards, alongside the free battle pass, which is gonna hold on the Pan American tokens, as also the other specific rewards. So I gotta get refill resources as soon as we can until the update ends. Alright, early access to Pan American Cruises. This is gonna be the most exciting part for a 25th birthday marathon game. It will be started on the last day of March at 5 a.m. It will be ends on its full release in May on May 25, which is the update 11.4. 11.4, yes. Port of Rio de Janeiro has been updated to mark the event. So interestingly, the gonna get ready as soon as we can. But I will do some up ahead, some very preparations to do early, but we're gonna get it up for this further. Alright, so Hercules, the Tier 1 Pan American Cruiser, is not available right now in this update during early access, which is available right now on its full release on May 25. Others ships we're going for implemented in the early access. The Tier 2 Almirante Barroso will be available in daily random bundles for doubloons immediately after the update goes live. Next, the Vicente Guerrero, Cordoba, La Argentina, Almirante Cochrane, Colonel Bolognesi, and San Martin will be available in sequential bundles for Pan American tokens. Although 5 of these ships will be exchanged for the Pan American tokens, while San Martin, just like how it was did for the American hybrid battleships in early access, it will be immediately cost of doubloons, which is a large, you know. Next, the Tier 8 Ignacio Allende, it will be going to be claimed as a final reward of the Premium Battle Pass, which is I activated on Thursday. Next one is the Tier 9 Santander, can be obtained via random bundles available for the blooms. But I'm gonna take that because of this gambling. But at the cost of 1,000 doubloons. But I can wait up ahead until it's full release. So eventually, I will start for Ignacio Allende to grind for Pan American Commander XP, which is always for DAS is the 17 skill points to get on immediately the Santander. The number of tokens that can be obtained for free is sufficient to purchase 3 to 7 ships, as well as the Mayan Mystery Permanent Camouflage for Ignacio Allende. If you purchase random bundles to hold additional tokens for free XP, you can obtain the Muisca Gold Permanent Camouflage for Santander. Wow, these permanent camouflage are inspired of these Mayans. Mayans which is flourished on the at the time was on the Central America in Guatemala and Mexico. Features of the new ships. The new cruisers are only armed with AP shells with enhanced ricochet angles. Starting from Tier 6, they have access to combat instructions. Activating this increases the consumable cooldown speed. Okay, this is the first time for these combat instructions, just as way back for super ships. You know? I'm gonna see up ahead in the gameplay to be featured. The ships have weak armor but good concealment. But also take note of the fact Pan American cruisers that little appear to be armed for torpedoes. Okay, starting from Tier 2, the ships have access to repair party. From Tier 6, they have access to specialized repair teams, which restores a considerable portion of damage received for large chunks of HP. And for Tier 8, meanwhile, they have access to Surveillance Radar consumable, which is considerable a recommendation, which is the Surveillance Radar Mod 1 for the top of its tier. Medium and long ranges are optimal for engagements. However, the ships are armed with torpedoes with BG characteristics for force encounters at close range. Thanks to the bonus provided by combat instructions, which is activated by continuously fighting at enemy ships, the cruisers can frequently use specialized repair teams, which restores a significant amount of hit points, including Citadel hit points. This allows the cruisers to play quite aggressively and trade the HP points profitably. Okay, changes to the battle economy as soon as we can. So here's how the full read. The only important stuff, the parameters of the meta for the earning the spotted and defective rebounds is going to be reduced. Some of these, this is gonna be complicated. And this is gonna be so far, which is fewer gonna be a game balance changes. Okay, in this update for ranked battles has officially started. which is the 11th season of ranked battles, will be able to participate playing on all ships. This time, this is gonna be the previously ranked battles, as soon as gonna be switching sides. This time for bronze and silver leagues, we'll be playing a 6 versus 6, playing tier 8 and 9 ships. Gold league this time, the same format, playing tier 10 ships. As usual, up ahead in the previous ranked season, which is only the top base XP earner on the losing team will keep it a star, while the others will also going to lose a star. All the details about the 11th season of ranked battles are available in a dedicated article on our website. Once again, the new ships ahead in the armory. This time is the Tier 9 Illinois, member of the Iowa class battleship, which is based on the Battleship Scheme G. The ship is a variant of an Iowa class battleship that is re-equipped with more powerful AA guns, and this time the 203mm main battery artillery housed in quadruple gun turrets. These main armaments was used for Des Moines and Worcester. The ship combines the armor of the battleship and the main battery of a cruiser. She has a high fighting rate and accuracy, but low armor penetration and damage per salvo. Her AP shells enhance ricochet angles. Battleship has a small HP pool but has access to enhanced damage control party and repair party. The ship enjoys strong A defenses and high speed. The Illinois is going to be available in exchange for 51,000 research points, but I'm gonna take this on it and the latter. But I would like this ship, Kinda, this is gonna be a half cruiser, half battleship. Which the half cruiser does that is her main battery. It just looks like a Des Moines, but a shorter battleship reload time. Okay, the brawls are going to take on this update, which takes place. The first brawl begins on March 27th at 9 a.m. Sorry. Okay, the first brawl will going to be a 2 versus 2 format playing tier 9 ships. You can also participate in divisions for up to 2 players. No more than 1 battleship, 2 cruisers, and 2 destroyers per team. The duration starts on March 27 at 9 a.m. until it ends on April 3 at Holy Monday at 2 a.m. Later, subsequently brawls will be updated on Monday. We'll be seeing up ahead in World Warships news. Here are some game balance changes. We're turning the balance of certain ships based on our analysis of the combat effectiveness and your feedback. Hybrid ships is going to be the Kearsarge, the Black version, Tone, and Ise will receive a depth charge airstrike with standard parameters for the ship and tier. However, the airstrike modification 1 upgrade will become available this time for Kearsarge, the Black version, Tone, and Ise. Some of these ships will change it off, some buffs and nerfs will be acquired as soon as possible. But the bad news is gonna be a Sherbrooke, it's gonna be the main battery reload time increase. Although my most recommended for this does is the top grade gunner. Okay. And also the bad news goes on Agano, which is the feature issue incorrect torpedo damage. The problem is the torpedo damage is going to be reduced to 17,233. And the good news is the main battery reload time was going to be buffed on 8.5 seconds. Alright, the good news up ahead, the British Tier 10 battleship battlecruiser Incomparable, which is her main battery reload time is going to be 28 seconds. Nice, good to know. Here are the content additions and changes in this update. We added 4 submarine commander emblems, which are similar to existing emblems for other ship types. The condition for obtaining emblems is to achieve a certain average damage value per battle playing submarines over the last 100 battles. This can be done in random battles playing submarines of specific tiers. Okay, the current climb battle season 20, which is the map Shatter, is going to be replaced a map called Hotspot. We added ships Star Kitakase and Star Edinburgh with characteristics similar to those of Kitakase and Edinburgh respectively, as well as commanders Andromeda and Triangulum with special voiceovers. The main feature of the ship is a permanent camouflage that reacts to events around the ship and changes appearance right in the battle. the upcoming King of the Sea event, which is season 15. Season 15, right? I saw that on World of Warships news. The new content for the King of the Sea Season 15 tournament has been added to the game, which is a King of the Sea Viking permanent camouflage for Holland. Commander Bjorn Konu with a special voiceover. King of the Sea Season 15 commended the flag and as well as the finalist achievement. Updated visual appearance of the following patches. This is gonna be some changes will be. The contents of the Royal Navy Premium container are going to be updated with the release of Update 12.2. Here are as follows. That's why the Italian Cruisers container and the Premium container. Special voiceover has been added for Commander Ashley Violet. Okay, the following ships have been added for testing by developers, super tester, and community contributors. Some of which the upcoming Pan-American the Pan-European gunboat destroyers, which is from Tier 5 to Tier 10, as well as the Pan-European cruiser Ellie, Nottingham, and Gato, the Tier 10 American submarine. But in Update 12.4, the bad news is Groningen, Hayate, Azuma, and Ige will no longer be available to purchase in the Tech Tree for free at speed. At the same time, players will have the opportunity to purchase the ships in the armory for gold. But good news does that is the Groningen, Azuma, and Ige that are already in my port for the exchange in free XP for a few months ago. But the bad news is Hayate, which is I'm not gonna make it for the time. But I will do ahead to chances are to get on Santa's Mega Gift containers in this year, in 2023. Some other changes and improvements so far, which is going to be required for the while. But as the game progress continues, we'll see up ahead in the next update. Okay, for about to get the conclusion, so let's get started for my birthday wishes. Alright, as part of my Prince Edith's grand fleet is I'm gonna get the Tier 10 super battleship of the French Patrie. This is kind of description is gonna be the Super Alsace. This is kind of a tough looking and head battleship against the other battleships in competitive for other nations. Okay, 108,900 in this ship. Well, as you might expectedly, the main ornament is the same ornament was used for the Republic. Her reload time is gonna be the 30 seconds, but as much as Republic, 25 seconds. Oh man, this is gonna be like that. Maneuverability is gonna be 31 knots, rudder shift time 90.6. I will soon. The detectability range by sea is 17.3 kilometers, which is including the air 15.1 kilometers. You can reduce detectability by using Commander XP as well as the upgrades. I'm gonna take that the first super ship ahead to be part of my Prince Edith's Grand Fleet. Alright, another of my birthday wish is coming. As part of my Prince Edith's Grand Fleet, we is on Tier 10 French super cruiser. As you can see, this is super cruiser, which is the quadruple guns. This is gonna be called a Super Henry IV. However, the main ornament is the same ornament was used for the Henry IV itself. The HP is gonna be the 63,000. This is the highest hit points ahead so far in the French Tech 3 ship. But the torpedoes are gonna be the 550mm, which is at range is gonna be the 9 kilometers. The maneuverability is gonna be the 35 knots, and the rudder shift time is gonna be 12.9 seconds. When Seaman does that, it's gonna be 16.1, and the air is gonna be the 9.9 kilometers so far. So we're gonna get consequently the Conde to be rolled as a light for St. Louis, but not onto the fort itself. However, this French supercruiser featuring a burst fire, which is alternative fire mode. However, if you switch between the alternative and the regular, alternative, if gonna be a fire alternative mode, you get a rapid fire. But, uh, but, sorry, the burst fire, which is gonna be alternative fire mode for this French super cruiser, which is features gonna be a rapid fire, but at the end of the day, you will get a result, a long reload time. The main battery reload booster is only take recommendation, but do not use that when during the rapid fire mode. But only used for that is for a single firing mode. Remember for the other previous games, you gonna be the fired assault rifle. You should take that aim at this focus situation. But these two super ships ask for my birthday wish ahead to be part of my French tech tree as soon as we can, but at its higher cost. But I'm not gonna take that immediately so far. But I will plan up ahead these two new super ships ahead in our port for future. Well, that's it. That's for the end of the video right now. I'm gonna keep it for a while, and I try my best to do for our game to going forward, and you gotta make me smile for that. So please like, subscribe, and comment below if you want to suggest it for that. And don't forget put on happy birthday in the comment below. Comment below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys see you in the next one.